How comes the stories to you and the music? How you feel it when you start?
Well, it starts with inspiration, of course, and you never know when inspiration is going to come to you. But I'm a little bit
impatient? Or
yeah, impatient. And so I kind of seek inspiration. And last summer I was on vacation on the Norwegian countryside, and oh shit! Sorry.
It's vacation.
And sorry.
You were telling about how the inspiration came to you. You were on vacation at the Norway countryside, and then you.
Oh, yeah, the summer. And I started. I had the plan of knocking on people's doors.
Okay.
And ask them if they would let me in. And then I played a concert for them, and I had to sleep over at their place.
Perfect. Very nice. You told me that there's one song that is a Russian title.
Yeah.
And you had the music before from this Russian
yes.
musician.
I tried to show. There's a Norwegian song and a Russian song on the album, and I translated both of them. Hey, you're welcome. Translated to English.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's because I want to show a little bit of every culture.
Mm-hmm. So you bring a lot of culture.
Yeah, because it's a European contest, and then I knew that I'm gonna sell this album in Russia, in Norway, and all the other countries as well. So I wanted to show different cultures, and yeah.
Also es lohnt sich auf jeden Fall zu diesen ganz viele Märchen. Und ich denke, Sie werden auch noch ein paar Fragen haben.
Good morning, my name is Tanya Conde. I'm working for a radio company.
Tanya?
Tanya, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Munich.
Thank you.
I'm interested if you are a big believer in fairy tales, fairies and trolls and things like that. The Norwegian culture is full of it.
I've always liked to tell stories for children and sing for children. So the most important thing is that the younger ones believe in all those things, because I'm not the one who's going to listen to the album.
But when you were younger?
But when I was younger, of course. And I cried for several weeks when I found out that Santa is not real. And then nobody believes me here. He's not real. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Jessica, in your CD cover you say that your parents had to push you sometimes very hard.
Yeah.
How did that look? How many hours did you have to?
Yeah, I had to practice for 2 or 3 hours a day, and I don't know, but I think that in Germany it's kind of normal, isn't it? It's just like in Russia, it's very strict.
If you play instruments to practice that much.
No.
Yeah. That's good. That's very good.
And that you were mad sometimes at your parents? Did
Of
you
course, no, every
stop
time.
Sometimes?
Yeah, every time. and they, of course, they had a consciousness, because they saw me crying, and sometimes they just had to let me play with the other kids, but mostly I had to be alone and practice, and they said, "You'll thank us later." And several years went by, and I never wanted to thank them. But now maybe I start.
Maybe now it started.
Marcus Nagel from Reuters TV. I would just ask you to do the first question again, because unluckily the sound was not good. Firstly, how have things changed for you since you have won the Grand Prix? And secondly, what do you think the future will bring you? What are your plans for the near future or distant future? What's going to happen next?
Well, Eurovision is very big, and I knew from the start that that it would be the culmination of my popularity, kind of, you know. Maybe I will do some more important things later in life and do even better music, who knows? But it's never going to be as big as this, and that's good in a way, you know, because everybody want their peak in their life, and then after 4 or 5 years, I'm far from that popular, I guess, and I can start thinking about family, raising kids. But now, I guess it's kind of funny hearing to say this, but now I'm in the middle of it, and first of all, I'm very grateful for everybody who voted for me and writes letters to me. It's fantastic. I try to answer on every of them, because I try not to think of this as an artist career, but relationships, you know, between humans. And when a little boy writes me a letter about how he wants to start playing the violin, it's, you know, warms my heart.
You also made your first movie, I think. Can you tell me something about it? And
well, I didn't make it. No, I to be honest, you know, I have a very small part in it. But that's good, because I don't know if I still don't know if I'm a good actor, or maybe I just suck, you know. So it's good that I have the small part, because if I suck, then if I'm not good,
what part is it?
Then people will not. Then the movie will not be destroyed because of me. No.
What kind of role is it?
It's I play a gypsy, of course.
With violin.
With a violin. Yeah. And but I had a good start with the theaters. I played the fiddler in The Fiddler on the Roof, and they made a part for me, especially for me. Yeah, so I was kind of the main character, and we had 98 performances in the biggest theater in Oslo.
So you prefer being on stage as an actor?
Yeah, but on stage, to be honest, I didn't have any lines. I just sang and I danced and played, with all those like phases. But then it's very strange, because then I received the Norwegian Theater Prize that year. The best newcomer. So then I started to think that maybe this is going to be a part of my career, you know, acting. But who knows?
Yeah, you can do both.
Let's hope so. But again, there's nothing as big as Eurovision. So I try always to think of it that I don't want to end when I'm 40 years old. I don't want to still try to think that I'm a teenage idol.
But